Many people have compared the United States' Second Gulf War to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, arguing that the two events are similar and that if the US could intervene, then why can't Russia? This had been used as a justification for the invasion. Let's examine the two differences between the two events from perspective of balanced morality. Firstly, according to the first law of balanced morality, both events do not fall under the realm of freedom since they affect others. However, the third law focuses on the moral judgments of actions based on their direct impact on those affected, rather than on the intention, excuses, reasons, thoughts, propaganda interests of actor or bystander. Why shouldn't we consider others comprehensively? Just as in a case of examining rape, it is despicable to judge it based on the interests of the rapist or from the perspective of bystanders' feelings. Now let's analyze the moral differences between the two based on the second law. In terms of the Second Gulf War, the main impact was the Iraqi people. While they did suffer significant losses in terms of infrastructure, displacement, and civilian casualty, the end of the dictatorship regime was a significant benefit for the Iraqi people, which would lead to a long-term development. Just as in many past social revolutions, there were a lot of turmoil and losses in society at that time. However, we must take a comprehensive view of the currents of events, and not simply say it is immoral based solely on current interests. Otherwise, society will not have the opportunity to progress. Therefore, we can conclude that the Second Gulf War was morally neutral or even positive, based on the second law of balanced morality. This is actually similar to the reaction of the Iraqis. According to surveys, many Iraqis welcomed the United States overthrow of Saddam, while others held neutral opinions and some Iraqis held opposing views. On the other hand, regarding the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Ukraine lost a significant amount of territory, and countless civilians were displaced and affected by the destruction of infrastructure. In the long run, Russia, which is already a dictatorship, certainly will not bring a better political structure to Ukraine. Instead, it will only bring further turmoil and division to Ukraine. This clearly violates the second law of balanced morality, which states that behavior should bring more benefits than harm to others to be considered moral. Therefore, it's clear that the Russian invasion of Ukraine is not moral, based on the principles of balanced morality. The application of the three laws of balanced morality provides an objective standard for evaluating behavior that affects others. By applying this framework, it becomes clear that there are significant differences between the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the United States' Second Gulf War. In contrast to relying on political rhetoric, propaganda, or other countries' interests, balanced morality offers a comprehensive and impartial approach to evaluate behavior. However, many countries have their own perspectives on current Russian invasion of Ukraine, resulting in narrow or unjust conclusions. To overcome these biases and achieve basic consensus, it is essential to promote the principle of balanced morality with objective criteria. By doing so, we can move towards a just society. where disputes over viewpoints are minimized and conflicts are resolved peacefully. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments below.